Hi, I'm Gabriel Peterson. I'm here with ARM at the ARM booth. We're at GDC 2023. I'm here with Connor Brookes. Can you tell me about yourself, who you are, what you do, and what you're showing off today?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Connor Brookes. I'm from sunny Manchester, England. I'm part of the Mobile Studio team, and I work developing one of the parts of Mobile Studio called Streamline. So I'm a software engineer by day, and I'm here showing off the whole suite of tools that we have with Mobile Studio. It's a free tool that mobile developers can use to profile and optimize their mobile gaming applications on Android. Yeah, so I guess I can just walk through some of the parts of Mobile Studio. We have 4 products within Mobile Studio: Streamline, Graphics Analyzer, Performance Advisor, and the Marley Offline Compiler. Streamline and Performance Advisor kind of come as a dual package. Essentially, Streamline is a CPU, GPU profiler. Say you have an application running on Android, like down on this device here. You can run that application, run Streamline, and it will capture a whole load of CPU and GPU data, memory writes, and things like that. And it displays it all here for you. And you can use this to find areas where maybe your game is less optimized, and figure out ways to optimize it.
Oh, nice. Very useful.
Yeah, and as I say, it's paired with a tool called Performance Advisor, which kind of wraps around Streamline and allows for frame analysis, and then can also be used to generate a pretty nice looking report of the data that Streamline gathers. It's the same information, it's just displayed in a nicer way and compared against frame rate. You get some nice information about like whether you're CPU or GPU bound, resource utilization. And the best part about this is that it comes out as a HTML report like this, but it can also be exported as JSON, which means that a developer could use it in their continuous integration pipelines, and that means that they can track how aspects of the application change over time and prevent any problems from happening before they actually happen, which is great, right? So that's more like the CPU, GPU side of profiling that we have in Mobile Studio. We also have a graphics rendering profiler, which is called Graphics Analyzer. And yeah, it works in pretty much the same way. Like you would run an application and then run Graphics Analyzer, and you would get all of the frame data from that application. And when you finish your capture, you get it all displayed here, and you can kind of fan through it and figure out which bits you're interested in. If you have particular frames that you're interested in, you can take screenshots of them. And when you take a screenshot of a frame, you get a nice picture of it, but you get all of the draw information that is used for that frame. So you can step through every single API call and see exactly how it's rendered on screen, sort of like in time. So you can sort of pinpoint any issues that you might have by stepping through all of these calls. You get information about how many vertices are drawn, and down here you'll get some interesting information about things that could be causing you performance issues in your application. As well as that, we have some filters that you can apply when you take screenshots in the application. So like, for example, we have an overdraw filter, which if I just select this frame here, you should get to see. Yeah. So you can see on this overdraw filter, we have some hot spots of overdraw, like there's 9 times overdraw here. Yeah. And that's like a pretty obvious place where we could optimize, right?
Right.
Yeah, so it's a really useful tool. It supports OpenGL and Vulkan. It's definitely prioritized for OpenGL at the moment. We actually have a new product coming out in the future called Frame Advisor, which is going to be very similar, and it's going to be much more sort of tuned to Vulkan as well as OpenGL. It's going to have a lot more features. It's going to be a little bit prettier to look at because this is one of our older products, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Graphics Analyzer, and then we also have the Marley Offline Compiler, which is so I'm just demonstrating it here for a shader that you have. So this is just like a simple fragment shader. Yeah. You can run Marley Offline Compiler on the command line, and you pass it a Marley GPU that you're interested in, and it gives you some analysis of how that shader is going to perform on the particular Marley GPU that you select. So for example here, this is just the command line output of Marley Offline Compiler ran again with this shader and a Marley G72 GPU. and it just gives you a bunch of information that you can use. Maybe you'll find that there's some particular performance issues with the shader that you can rectify, and if you're working across like multiple devices, then you can compare against lots of different Mali GPUs and see like the difference in how your shader is going to perform, especially like if you want to optimize on you know, some more old devices as well as new devices. It's really useful for that. Yeah, and basically those are the 4 tools that make up Mobile Studio, and they're all very useful in their own way.
No, that's great. So for developers who would be interested in this, where should they go to download the tools and learn how to use them?
Yeah, so they can go to ARM Developer, and we have Mobile Studio as a free download available for them. You know, you just sign up, you click on the link, it's available on Windows, Linux, and Mac. And yeah, it's just freely available.
Nice. Well, are there any key points or takeaways you want to let anyone watching this know, so that just whatever I highlighted? I know free, obviously.
Yeah, I think, yeah, the big thing is that this used to be a paid product, but now it's a free product. And yeah, anybody who develops on ARM can use this to optimize their games.
Cool. Well, thanks again, Connor, for walking us through this demo, and thanks again, everyone, for watching and joining us here at GDC 2023.